Alright, welcome to episode 3 of Hogwarts Legacy, the continuing story of Morganarch's great grandchild 400 years later. Alright, here we go. Welcome. Come and see me. I've discovered something in the locket we found at Gringotts. Alright, let's go check this locket out. A lot of stairs if you ask me. Alright. These doors. Still a problem with these dang doors. Like for real, man. Oops, switch up. Okay, let's do this first. Unless I did the mission already. I don't remember correctly if I already did the first round of cross wands. I think I did.
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow, like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls to...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade? With Rookwood?
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. The restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Okay. Alright. Secrets in Hogwarts. Gotta go to the restricted section. These doors are so ridiculous, to be honest. Still are. Quest. Alright.
Might some kind soul help me?
Later I can, yeah.
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
Seems crossed ones isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
Not at all.
If only a new student would help me with my
Not at all. It's not a secret at all.
Heard you defending.
Excuse you? You said? That's what I thought. Ominous. Oops. Damn doors. Excuse me. Coming through. Bro just like disappeared in the door. It's crazy. I almost beat the stairs. You see that? Damn. I've been insane.
Revelio.
Did I get that one already? Probably.
Thank you kindly for letting us drink.
Ready for another round?
Yeah,
I think so. We shall see who shows up.
There's no one in the school I'd be afraid to duel.
I know, Sebastian. I know.
Glad you're back.
Don't I have anything else? I don't. Oh, whatever. Actually, hold on, I need something.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
Yeah.
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know. Accio. Nicely done. Good one. That's it. I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you,
thank you.
Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of crossed wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
I'll be dueling solo.
Then let's get to it. Ready to get thrashed?
So I still face 3 no matter
Apologies in
what.
advance.
Okay. Whatever.
Lumos.
Come on. You're better than that. Is that all you've got?
Act like a winner. Leviosa. Take the one.
Perhaps one day I'll sign up for a round.
Bravo.
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you. But after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning. Or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then.
I see you, man.
The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Assignment's all finished.
Alright, how about this playthrough? We don't really like fast travel. You know, because that's not like real. Fast traveling really isn't real, you know what I mean? I know it saves time, but it really isn't necessary. I don't think I'm gonna do it in this playthrough this time. This is my 3rd playthrough, well, 2nd and a half, not even not even half yet. You know what I mean? Like, so I have another profile. So my first profile, I played I just wanted to to learn the dark arts, not really do side quests and stuff. So I only did the quest for the dark arts really, and did that right. And the second one, and I was a man, right? So the second one, I wanted to be like a witch, right? I wanted to be a witch. And so I got through the first trial and heading to learn Crucio from Sebastian. That's how far I've gotten. And then I had this like great idea, like what if, I said this multiple times, but what if Isadora had children? And that her children, like after 400 years of like generations, right? Like 400 years have passed, finally her bloodline could see traces of ancient magic again, right? And will this character continue down the same path as Isadora did, or choose her own? And so yeah. And I asked a friend if man or female, and she said female. And then I'm like, name? And they gave me the name Lilith. I'm like, heck yeah, that's a pretty good name, honestly. Alright. So yeah, this is continuing, or maybe choosing a different path, what Isadora said 400 years ago. Because Isadora died, well, got killed by her professors in the 15th century, right? And this is in the 1800s. So, yeah. Why? I'm still wondering why it took 400 years for, like, to start this journey, you know what I mean? Like, what happened between now and 400 years ago? %90 of this game is gonna be me running through classes and stuff, like for real.
Kind soul help me?
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate you, and that you found success in your endeavors.
Yes, I did.
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor?
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate, and keep your wand steady.
Incendio.
Good work. Feel free to practice in the classroom before you go. I've set up a few targets for you.
Thank you, Professor.
Here. Levioso. Incendio.
Getting it. Keep at it. And
Accio.
Levioso.
Incendio. Accio. Levioso. Incendio.
Setting things ablaze is certainly difficult.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Incendio. Accio.
think I'm getting warm enough now. Alright, let's go. Bye. Thank you for the training, dummy. If only a new student would help me with my troubles of gobstones. Only if... Let's go. Up the stairs. Took you long enough.
There you are.
It's raining like 12 hours.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Hecat.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
And...
Fig! I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student.
Wow.
I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office. 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Did you know that that headmaster is Sirius Black's ancestor? Yeah. So yeah, they're related. I just found out yesterday.
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea.
Can I talk now? So yeah, he's Sirius Black's relative. I totally forgot what I was gonna say. Damn it. Oh yeah, I found it at Easter egg. I think that's what it's gonna say. I don't remember now. Damn it. She ruined my dialogue. Alright. What's up, Sebastian?
Sebastian, there you are.
There you are. You promised me an explanation for what happened in the Three Broomsticks. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
Seems he's working with Ranrock. And Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's quite the tale. Fig had this
portkey to Gringotts? I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood. Your secret's safe with me. Whatever it is.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight, and tell no one.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light. Just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
And guess what? Super cheat. We're gonna be super invisible. No one can see us. Not even the trick of the light. Like, the trick of the light is gonna work at 100%. Watch this. Hold on. Wait 1 second. I find it. Here it is. Difficulty. We're going to story. Gonna be way easy. Now we're super invisible. There's no point. Alright, let's go.
We must remain unseen.
Okay. Super sneaky. Oh, I need that. Where did it go?
Here.
I just saw this. There it is. And doors.
Blast. The librarian's still here. Quick, behind the books.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
You distract, I get the key. Understood.
I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Is someone there? The
Nope.
library's closed until morning.
I'm not here.
Must have been one of them.
The key. Here it is.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
Yep, it's pizza, right?
Goodness gracious, what a mess!
That wasn't so difficult after all. Now, to find that book.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say. Ghost, don't let her see you. Should be in the clear now. No need for us to be scared.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're on. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic. Silent as a grave. secrets of the darkest arts. I'm impressed.
Yeah. It's an Easter egg, actually.
Who have we here? Sebastian and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caught.
Yeah, you snitch.
Peeves, don't
I'm
you...
going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search.
Thank you.
Now, where's that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor. Repair it. Of course. Traces of ancient magic. That's it.
Okay, I don't need that.
Where might this lead? Not surprising. Guards at the ready. Incendio! Potato! Stupefy! Incendio! Levioso!
Let's continue.
Levioso! Potato! Stupefy! Revelio.
that then? I don't know.
This must be the way forward. But to where? Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
Alright, let's continue. A top hat? Let's see. Heck yeah.
Is a book after all.
wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor McCaw.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we have never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Thanks, man. These damn doors. Like, for real. Alright.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section, as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
In the second, they were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Alright, that concludes today's episode